Galerinha Zilugo na área, voltamos com mais um capítulo de Baldur's Gate 3 para a alegria de vocês. E vamos logo com isso. Bora com essa continuação.
Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus. These days my talent learned a lot in my time in the... Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
Goblins, druids. This grove is a death trap. Grab what you can and get out. That's my advice.
Best keep your hands to yourself. You're being watched.
How long do you think we've got before the goblins come? We should be getting...
I already told you I don't have it! How stupid are you?
But thank goodness there isn't. Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore. Hey, bother. Take care now, sweet. Get back, kid.
I already told you I don't have it! How stupid are you?
Hope the goblins aren't smart enough to poison their blade.
And again. Elbows high. Swing. Now pull back and swing.
Just once.
Yeah, just once.
Hold out your hand, lady. Let me show you something. Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky. You haven't seen anything yet, lady. Go on. Take the ring and watch your fortune change. Weeping, bleeding hells! Okay, maybe you don't need extra luck. But since you're already holding the thing, call it. Heads or tails? Heads it is. See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap too. Interested? You got it. One sec. That's what I got. Nothing caught you.
You suddenly feel something moving.
I can't.
Mind never quiet.
Please, let us through.
Let my daughter go right now! She's a thief, hellspawn, and you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back! Oh, let me through, Mragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out! Magrin, give her a chance. You, get back!
You'll have to wait. I can't talk right now.
Keep back! Force my hand and I'll show you its claws.
A moment, Giona.
What? Oh, I understand. You! Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
I bet she's giving them hell. She's not our kid for nothing.
Keep this up and you'll have blood on your hands! You lot are the...
Lovely day, this. For now.
I do wish I could understand you. You there! Hello! Ah, my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest. Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
A scholar after my own heart. Spent much time among goblins? Uh-huh. I've always preferred experience to the second-hand accounts of lesser men. But to each their own. Now, I've a few more. And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety? Witnesses failed to notice the obvious dragon. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates? They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal! Ah, but is superstition all? These goblins are informed by a kind of strategy anathema to their kind. I'm just preparing to head to their camp as we speak, in fact. If you'll excuse me, I ought not to door roll. My friend, every story benefits from a dragon. Until we meet again.
I smell drama amongst these adventurers. What of you?
Despite everything.
Please return, Master, before it's too late.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Have you lost your...
Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger.
A death viper. You've milked their poison before. A single drop of it could kill that child in a heartbeat.
She's a parasite. She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Koga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
The snake's hiss of approval reveals its intentions. Should the child struggle, it is poised to strike. The death of a child, a timeless tragedy that
Very well. She may go. Break your word, and my serpent shall feed. Sif, Tila to me! Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Koga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it. Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster? First you urge grace, then you speak truth. You surprised me twice over. A shame the grace period ends. The Viper's fangs have been bared. She must guard her brood. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanus, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders. The Rite of Thorns. It is the Tree Father's gift that none come to harm. When we speak the final prayer, the great vine will sprout forth. The grove will be cloaked in bramble and thorn. No one enters, no one leaves. Sanctuary. None of this can happen while Outlanders infect us. Sylvanus demands that we choke them out. I am First Druid now. I protect the Circle, whatever the cost. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to the Tiefling leader. Zevlor, he's called. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike. You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break? Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important. As you wish. We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you diffused the tension between Zevlor and Aradin, the way you got Korga to release the girl. In short, I've grown to trust you. The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul, except for my cat. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly. The specifics are rather personal, but suffice it to say that it is a malady I've learned to live with, though not without some effort. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside. I'll spare you the finer details, but begins with a simple biological deterioration, muscle spasms, disorientation, a slight ringing in the ears, and, if left for too long, catastrophe. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical. We've already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession. You know for yourself how hard-won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to assuage my hunger. There'll be danger involved, or great cost. Then I suggest you look closer. Having a wizard like me around is quite the boon when facing the perils that stalk these lands. It'd be far harder for me to assist you if I could barely stand upright. Please, trust me. Your help could be the difference between life and death. I'm afraid that's not going to work on me. Look, I appreciate your curiosity, but don't pursue this path. Let's agree on actions first, and explanations later. Yes? Thank you. I see my trust in you was not misplaced. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. As do our packs, as a matter of fact. We've such an item already in our possession. Primed for the moment the need arises. I hope I can count on you. Oh, and as far as that tadpole trickery goes, I really do trust you'll not be so untoward again.
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with. Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage. Positive. You can trust me on that. There's no story. None that you're entitled to hear, anyway. Just forget you ever saw it.
They did a number on you, didn't they? Does that hurt?
The bird's eyes are glassy. Its breathing weak. Your chest tightens. Your fingertips shake.
I see you. Just give me a moment. A moment. This medicat. There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed? I do what I can. For most folks, that's enough. Come here. Let's have a look at you. You seem healthy enough. A bit tired around the eyes, maybe. A tadpole. A mind flayer tadpole. I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way.
Just let her run off. She's a child. A devil child. One who tried to steal from us. Yet she failed. That's what matters.
Head on in.
There's something in that.
This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after. I'll do the best I can. I'm no Master Halcyon, mind. He'd have your tadpole out like that. Still, we have options. You don't have to be here for this.
I'm interested in the procedure, actually. Please, go ahead.
All right. Let's see what we can do.
She shifts uneasily, hesitating. Something's off.
It might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening? Victims can identify each other. Not that the others know they're victims, of course. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halcyon was desperate to find where all this was happening. A mind flayer ship? But Master Halcyon was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms. The thorn? Coated in a fatal toxin. It was a last resort, in case I couldn't trust you. I don't have a cure. Only a way out. I'm sorry for misleading you, but I had to be sure you weren't a threat before I told you everything. Now, do I have your word or not? Swear it. I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flayer infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halcyon and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal. Mind flayers reproduce by infecting someone with their parasite. 7 gruesome days later, the victim transforms and a new mind flayer is born. The thing in your skull, though, it's different to anything in our records. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow. Could be, but there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne. And when Master, whatever he found there, he didn't make it back. The thing is, I've sent birds to find him. But if you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound? I can't make any promises. This is like nothing we've... But I know that otherwise that vial's your only option. Thank you. It would mean I wish I could... All I could... Good luck out there.
Take it one step at a time, Nettie. Come on.
Wyvern poison. Never tried it, and I hope to keep it that way.
That's curious. It's broken, but not too badly. A tidy slot, but no rune.
Not everyone subscribes to what is mine is yours, it seems. The bird's eyes are glassy, its breathing weak. Your chest tightens.
Don't mind if I do.
Bring us news, my friend. Bring us.
Defende nos ab immenentibus equilibrio tuum.
Feel like we're being watched.
Well, this seems like a lovely little spot. The sense of impending doom aside.
Would that we could speak freely, my Earthling.
Something the matter?
You, Mom.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you.
Don't know what we'd do without her. Likewise. Arabella?
Thank you for helping me.
It's our job to get us out of here safely, not yours.
It's my job too. The druids don't care about us. No one does. We have to look after ourselves.
Again. Swing and swing and parry. Ah! And again. Swing and swing and...
Touch me and I'll...
How long do you think we've got before the goblins come? We should be getting drunk at least. No fun. We should be getting drunk. We should be get.
Best keep your hands to yourself.
Goblin, grab what you...
I heard what happened. If the druid... So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it? It's good of you to offer, but there's a whole army of goblins out there. We'd need an army of our own to escort us safely to Baldur's Gate. There may be a way. Somebody must be leading them. It's no small thing to ask, but I've seen you fight. You're equal to the task. I suppose so. We don't have much, but we'll scrape together whatever we can. Everyone in this camp depends on it. Thank you. We'll be ready to leave as soon as you give word.
No, sir. But if there's a clear path past those goblins, they'll find it.
Yes, of course.
Not for communal use, it seems.
was to visit a druid's grove before. Magic way.
So, do you have loves waiting for you once this is all over?
You know what? That is not the easiest of questions for me to answer.
You mean just waiting? Like a lovesick puppy? Short-term amusements are much less hassle.
Dead goblins. Dead travelers.
Were they heading to the Druid's Grove?
Goblins. I can smell trouble ahead.
Moonhaven.
Get over there! Surround them like! You spotted us! Good! It's like they say, no fun in skewing a pig what doesn't know he's cooked. We got you surrounded. Here's how this goes. You take one step further, and we'll fill your front with arrows. Or you turn around, and your backside gets the same treatment.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
You're a true soul. But my mistake, madam.
Something stirs deep within you, hungry and alert. It's taking something you'll never get back.
You'll get no more trouble from us. Promise.
I am enjoying our walks together. Aren't you, Gale?
Sure. In silence.
Careful, I bite.
Do you have someone waiting for you in Baldur's Gate, Astarion? A sweetheart, perhaps?
Not one in particular. The city is a veritable feast of sweethearts.
You must be eager to get back, then. Slimmer pickings out in this wilderness. What did you mean before, Gale? A woman with shadows for eyes, you said?
Merely that if the eyes are the mirror to the soul, yours have dark curtains across the mirror. No offense taken, I hope.
Not necessarily. I haven't made up my mind about you yet.
Look what we got here. Another little birdie wanting to fly. Stop this thing! Flap those wings some more, and I'll feed you a worm. And you. Hope you got a stomach for heights. What's it bloody look like? We're teaching this here pipsqueak to fly. You want this little cave lurking, what's it? Find your own. He's ours!
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
I ain't got much stomach for a fight. Better just put on a show and scare this one off.
The goblin's nostrils flare, as if trying to judge you through smell alone.
We're leaving. What about the gnome? Ain't we supposed to bring him to... I said we're leaving! There's plenty of sport and rich pickings out there for us.
All right, then.
Fresh meat. Scared meat. Yes.
What's inside?
Most excellent.
Veni Chuva me.
My faith will guide me.
Keep your distance, darling.
Let's get going.
Just another crate.
Someone there?
At least things have stayed interesting.
Shadowheart's attention is fixed on a damaged old statue.
We should keep moving. You already know as much as I do. Best ignore it.
Over here.
Got to move.
One can't always be a gentleman.
Certainly.
Can't even catch my breath. Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. I'll take that.
As you approach, a guttural scream and a succession of quick bangs rattle the door. Then, a low moan. Someone, or something, is having a bit of fun.
Leave it. Whoever's inside doesn't want an audience, and I don't want to fight.
you doing?
Ruined. Smash. Oh, smash you!
Relax.
Don't disturb a half-ogre in the making.
Let's turn someone inside out. Yes, here.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
No gloom, all doom.
Non movere.
another fight. Let's go.
Let's end this.
Quite exhausted. A good night.
Let's get on with it.
Take you.
All's well that ends. Oh, not as bad as it could have. Better than nothing.
A long way to go still.
Oh, I have the magic touch. Trust no one.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
All right. What now?
I'm so glad I found... Wait! I'm Althera, a bard from the Grove. I don't mean any harm. I know who you are. How could I not? You're all anyone in the Grove talks about. That's why I'm here. When I'd heard what you'd done, it inspired me. Made me feel brave again. I want to join you. To fight by your side. I want to help people, as you've helped us. I've been running since Elturel. And when we finally arrived at the Grove, we found danger there too. Unless I hide away from the world, I can't avoid it. So I'd rather face it head-on. With you. Really?
Just keep it quiet here.
I won't let you down. I promise. I can't wait to... Sorry.
You open your eyes with a lurch, and you are not in your bed. You stand above a body which is in a state of gore nearly beyond recognition. The body of that brave girl who earnestly swore to devote her life to your cause. Her blood covers you, and its warmth feels like the embrace of an old friend. You recall nothing of how you ended up here, but your head pounds and aches. A single moment comes to you, the flash of abject terror in her eyes, blood spilling from her lips. No time for last words. There are dozens and dozens of wounds on the corpse. The killer did not stop savaging it, even when she was long gone. And your dominant arm aches. It aches from stabbing over and over. No matter how it appears, the body is there, and her blood is on your hands. The question flows through your mind. Who are you, really, that you could be guilty of such bitter business? The little worm seems silent. Your companions sleep blissfully tonight. If it were the rage of a tadpole, no others seem to be affected. You don't have much time for reflection now. You need to act. You may only have a few moments before the others awaken and begin to cast blame for the hot sin before you. Her guts start to spill and flow everywhere as you shift her. You wonder if your misdeed will be noticed.
Another waif dead before her time. I wonder how it happened. She was brutalized. The killer knifed her many times after she was dead. Was it you?
It is dangerous, wandering around at night.
Your guilt is safe. For now. As the Inquisition departs, you are left alone with a familiar headache. Something revolts in your churning blood. Why hide what you are? You long to expose yourself.
My, what manner of place is this? A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation? Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning.
Then, well met. I am Raphael. Very much at your service.
It's not every day one meets such a cavalier sinner as yours. I'm rather the admirer of the Shall we? Come. There, middle of somewhere. And deny you the honor of my hospitality? This is the House of Hope. Go on. It might just be your last. Fair enough. What's better than a devil you don't know? Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain. Oh, a mere trifle. How dear is one's soul, really? A rhetorical question, of course, but let me venture an answer. It's worth very little with a tadpole in your head. One skull, 2 tenants, and no... I could fix it all like that. Yes. I like it when my clients put up a fight, only to realize victory was never an option. Try to cure yourself, shop around, beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. Although one might say, I'll be there.
Strange. It looks healthy, but...
The pig's dead, my friend. Staring at it won't bring it back. Come on. We'll never fix these brainworms if we stop and gawk at every piece of carrion you find.
boar seems to be fresh.
And is it dead enough for you? It's been drained of blood with wounds in its neck. It's been killed by a vamp. I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to worry you. They are ferocious creatures. But don't worry.
There's no time to waste.
Excellent choice.
No time to rest. Something tore right through these people. They didn't stand a chance.
A beautiful broken heap smells oddly. You hear what comes next before you see it. You watch with cold realization. Her darling pups will not be of her own species. Gnolls bring forth their iniquitous litter from many corpsed wombs. Her belly splits like a rotten fruit, birthing a frenzy of claws and fangs. The raw hate of life reared from the miracle of death. A tear almost springs to your eye.
Where's it running off to?
I won't give in. Let me recite their demise with ease.
spill some blood.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Gone with the weave.
Still breathing, despite everything.
What's the plan?
Nothing will stand in my way.
I've missed this. Be quick.
Very well.
I don't fancy their chances.
In striking distance.
Got to press on.
Hungry for the slaughter.
Still breathing, despite everything. A rough tempest I will raise.
On my way.
Let's have some fun. Let's move.
Nothing important is ever easy. Light on my feet.
Place is overrun with gnolls.
Vile beasts. Nothing good is born from a corpse.
Let's not stand around. I can smell spilled blood a mile away. It's only getting worse.
The gnolls out there.
Nothing we need to worry about.
How about a dragon? Would that worry you?
I'd give it a bloody good fight, that's for sure.
Only thing you give a dragon. Gas. At ease, friend. You're welcome to rest here.
Who's there? Please, keep your distance. You're welcome to a devil. The most deadly. We are We were lucky to survive our encounter with her.
She ran toward the river when she saw we were merely wounded. She must... This is the... It's all I have. But it's yours, if you stop her. Bring me her head, and Tyr will consider her crimes repaid. May the just...
One horn. This is the devil you've been tasked to kill.
Me! Never been better. Oh, fuck me. It's you, from the Nautiloid. Please tell me I found you before those so-called paladins of Tyr did. Nice of you to ask. Lately, I've gotten used to being called Devil. No follow-up questions.
A great heat roars through you. Her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood. The Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that? Right. From that peak, What's your name? Well met, soldier. Now that we're old pals, how would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards? A little background, if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good at killing demons. Really good. So good, Zariel, the archdevil herself, made me her personal attack dog. I played a... Zariel, the latest yappy little dog she sicked on me are nearby. A group of dopes posing as paladins of Tyr. Want to help me take them down? Dirty work's the only kind I like. But there are a lot of them, and just the one of me. I'll take point, and you flank them. After we've mopped them up, we can work on evicting this parasite and take Faerun by the short hairs. Sound good?
I like her. She looks like she could throw me over her shoulder and carry me to safety. Should the need arise.
Fuck yes. They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. Hang on, though.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Take your...
No one stopped me yet.
If you want to go poking around in the cellar, be my guest. Plug your nose first, though. Corpse, half rotted to mush. Must have been down there a 10-day or more. It was there's more monsters than coin moving down this road. There's a lot. If there's any gold left, that's where it'll be.
Our scouts told us you'd come. The Devil's ally. Come to finish us, have you?
I'm sure
She slaughtered countless refugees fleeing the Absolute. Yesterday, she butchered an entire family. We were lucky to survive. First, I was burned with Karlak is...
Keep them guessing.
Rill. Good move.
Can't give up. Not now. On the move.
Don't linger.
Step to it.
Another step forward.
Fools these mortals be.
Let's light them up.
Death can't have me. Not yet. Take you.
Espero que tenham gostado e até o próximo capítulo.